Hey everybody, this is Craig from OrgSpring, and we're doing a little bit of an unboxing of a little tech product. And this is not a sponsored video. This is something that I just bought because I thought it would be useful for my desktop. So I'm going to show it to you right here. This is a 3-in-1 fast wireless charger for iPhone and really anything that uses the QI charging. So I'm going to open this up and show you what it's like. And the reason I have this on my desktop is because I've got all these wires. I use my phone. I use my phone as a sometimes as a little extra screen. I use it as Stream Deck when I'm doing some streaming and live streaming and also videos. I use it with the Elgato Stream Deck on the mobile because I can touch the buttons on the phone off screen and change things with my layouts and my lights and things like that. So it's really helpful. It also helps to charge my watch, my Apple Watch, and also my AirPods. So it's really nice not to have all that junk on your desk and just to very quickly be able to put it off to the side and use it for that. So let's get into the unboxing of this and see how it works. Okay, so let's get it out of the box here. One of these tab openings, always fun to get these open for the first time. And let's see what we've got inside this box here. Okay, pretty simple. We've got our USB style plug here, and this has a max of 15 watts. So some of the chargers have a little bit stronger power input, which will charge a little bit faster, and then there are guidelines for charges that you should not go over or that might not be good for the certain devices you have on there. You should always look at your products to make sure you understand the power input that you should have. So this has a USB-C connection to the standard USB connection right here, so that'll go into the device itself. We'll plug this into a power cord, and this is in some plastic wrapping here. Device a little smaller than I expected. It's not exactly substantial. It doesn't feel substantial. It's definitely plastic, and it kind of feels like cheap plastic. We have these pads on the bottom here, and it looks like they have stickers on the bottom of the pads. Not sure why they do that. It doesn't seem like really a useful thing to do. So I'm going to pull these off real quick. That way we have the silicone fun static sticking to my fingers. Pull these off, get the last one there, and get this out of the way. We have some instructions, but we'll get back to that in a moment. And then we see here this has a little bit of a snapback here, and this could be put into a couple different viewing positions. So for example, we can set this to be flat, and then we can put our iPhones down flat on this, or we can lift it up and it'll go into position, and I believe that's the 45-degree angle. And then it also has, let's see, it looks like it just has that one angle, yeah. So it's got a, what I believe to be a 45-degree angle there, so about halfway to perfectly perpendicular or 90-degree angle. It has a soft charging pad here, if you can see that. And then it's got a little area here for putting your phone into. And on the back, let's see where the plug is. There. It's right here on the back, so our USB-C would go here. And then we can plug this end into one of our ports. So let's go ahead and do that now and see how this all plugs in. Okay, so this plugs in pretty easy. I plugged it into a USB port. If you don't have a USB port close, you can use, of course, this dongle here, which will plug into a wall or any type of outlet that you might need. You'll see it has a blue light here, and there's a little bit of an icon. Let's see if you can see this icon. This icon right there, you just touch that and it turns the light on or off, depending on what you like there. So that's pretty easy to change. It has a nice panel here for putting your phone. It has this little ridge here. Now there are two charging positions, if you can see this here. So what you have here is if you're standing your phone up in a vertical fashion, or you can put your phone sideways in a horizontal fashion and use this one for the lower charger. So that's what that would look like. And what we can do is get a little closer view to see how this is going to look once the iPhone is on it. All right, so here's how this sits. I'll just take my iPhone, put it right here, and right away you can see I get a charging notification. So let me take that off. There's a little bit of a haptic feedback set on my phone, and you'll see here when it sits. I have a Apple case on this one, and you'll see right there the charging notification. and we can see that it's charging there. There's a little bit of play with this, like you can feel it trying to grab onto that. So you take it off, you'll see not charging, put it back on, you get the charging notification. Works pretty well. And then here, if we turn it sideways, you kind of have to feel for it. It's not a super strong magnet. In fact, I don't think it has magnet at all, but you really can't feel much, but you can tell when it's charging. So if I just put this down here, you can see that it is charging. You get the notification that it's charging, you get the haptic feedback, and you get the charging notification down on the side. And then you're able to use this in horizontal form or horizontal mode. And you can also put this directly up here and get the charging notification there as well. Now for the AirPods, you could put this right here, and you'll see the light come on as soon as it touches down. If you can't see that here, try to give a little bit better view. But that's working. And then real quick, I'll take my Apple Watch off my wrist, and we'll just put that right here. That is magnet, so you can see that just rests there, and it pulls up pretty quickly, and you can see it's charging there. So the Apple Watch part, this part, definitely has a magnet on it, and you could feel it's pretty strong. It holds the watch up there pretty easy. There isn't a magnetic on the AirPod charger, and the phone field does not seem to have a magnet on it either. But it seems pretty wide. I'm moving it around, and it's definitely getting charging. So you can see the notification come on that it is charging. And it has pretty good range here. I can move it. Not until I get this all the way off does the charging notification go away. So it charges pretty good either on center or if you move it away. So that's pretty decent in terms of the range that it has. Now let's take the case off of the phone and see if there's any difference without this case, because sometimes the case gets in the way, and this case is built with the magnetic piece on it. So we'll leave that there and see if there's any different pull here just with the phone itself. Now again, I'm not feeling any magnet on this. So there's really no magnet pull on the phone itself. And you do get a status notification. This changed from blue to green when it started charging. So you'll see there that this light, you might not be able to see it in this view, but when it's charging, the color on this changes from blue to green. You'll notice here the color is just blue, and when the phone sits on it and it starts charging, that status indicator light changes to green to let you know that it's charging. So all in all, this seems pretty good. I would say it's a little bit cheap in the way that it's built. It's obviously a lot of plastic, but other than that, it seems to be working. I'll give a quick update on this post after a few weeks of usage and let you know how it's going and whether or not it's a worthwhile product. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.